Take a second, take a listen. Oh yeah. Think the same, but we so different. Oh yeah. Just hear me out. You're about to get a little one.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of a little R&R podcast.
It's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese, and we're coming to you live and direct from an undisclosed location in the DMV area.
This is the Quiet Storm hours.
It is.
This is for our lovers, our single people out there tonight.
Lovers and single people? This is for the lovers.
I mean, the single people.
Single people out there riding around and getting it.
Yeah, they are. So, tell your boo, cut it on. We're going to play something for y'all. Y'all missing each other?
Oh, okay. So for the long distance lovers.
Absolutely.
Love to hear it.
Did you ever used to listen to the Quiet Storm or the radio station back in the day, when it got to that particular hour?
Mm-hmm.
They were the good songs.
They were the love songs.
Or was I too grown? Was I not supposed to be listening?
You probably weren't.
Ooh.
I was grown.
Okay, but there was a point in time.
I was grownish.
There was a point in time when you were young and
I wasn't listening to it then. When I was your age, when I was listening to it,
you was an adult.
You shouldn't have been listening to it.
Yeah, because you was an adult.
I wasn't an adult. I was 17. Well, I was grown. 17, 16, 17.
I was 7.
You're that young? Much younger than me?
I believe we have a 10-year difference.
Do we?
I believe.
Tell me something so we don't know our friends. How old do you think I am?
It's a 9-year difference. Between 9 and 8. Because of where your birthday falls and mine falls. So it's 9 and 8. Yeah, somewhere around there.
What were you doing in 98?
98? I would have been 11. So good question. I'll get back to you on that one. I have no idea.
I'm cold.
Are you anemic?
Yes.
You take pills?
No, I don't take pills for that.
I'm gonna leave it alone. You left that one wide open for me, but I'm gonna leave it alone, friend. I'm gonna let you have it.
Let it be had. Nope, I don't like taking pills, to be perfectly honest. The pills that I do take, I feel are more important than iron pills.
When you're sick, are you more of a pill person or cough syrup? Syrup?
I would probably. I'm more pill. Mucinex D is my friend. D. Mucinex.
Jesus.
Yeah, I like the pill form.
I'm a pill during the day. But when it's time for bed, give me my liquid.
I don't like syrup.
I do.
This is weird. So, do you get sick every year? Is there a specific time in the year that you get sick? I feel
yes, I know, but I know when it's coming on. It's usually when the weather changes, the seasons. That's usually when mine.
Every season?
I don't want to jinx myself. But yeah, I've had a spring to summer situation where the sinuses change and bitch, throat, nose, congestion, lay me out.
I think it's typically for me going into fall or winter.
I didn't have one going into fall this year. I'm anticipating catching the flu. Because I usually catch it, so I'm just anticipating.
They say it's bad this year.
Or a cold. You know what? I'm sorry, not flu, but the cold. At least a cold. I'm prone to at least catch a cold.
Well, for all y'all listening, if we don't come up, I don't do sick. I don't play well with sick people. So if one of us is sick, we can't.
We had that before.
When we were sick?
Yeah.
And what did we do?
We didn't film.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that. Everything irritates me. Yeah. You look at me wrong, I'm irritated when I'm sick.
Just when you're sick? Because you be irritated. Okay, we'll go with that when you're sick. But yeah, I don't like to do too. I will do what I need to do, but If I don't have to, I'm not.
Yes, and it's funny that we're talking about this with the weather that has recently transpired in the DMV. We had 70 degrees the other weekend. Like, it was feeling good, though. I ain't gonna be mad. Like, I was just like, oh, okay,
right. But I
can do. And then Monday hit, I said, bitch,
I walked outside and I was like, oh, it's cold.
Like, real quick.
Like, where's my coat? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like just give me fall. Give me all of the element. Like, don't teeter and go back and forth. I don't like that. It's irritating because then I'm like, okay.
But I think it's only going to happen that one time. I think that's it. Like, we're done after that. It's about to get cold. Well, it is cold.
So I have this theory, right? I've been told that I'm wrong. But I have this theory that...
I'll be the confirming factor.
Okay. I have a theory that when it's cold outside, and so like say I get up and take a shower, I don't have any hair, but I still wash my head, right? Because it's necessary. People that don't wash their head are weird. I don't care how much hair you have or don't have. You should still wash your scalp.
Put some soap on the head.
I use actually...
No, yeah.
I mean, but anyway, whatever. So I feel like I have to wait a certain amount of time and or wear a hat out the house in cold weather. And if I don't and I get sick, that's the reason.
You're old school. So I know what you're saying. Like, after you take a shower, you can't go outside wet and everything like that. You're gonna get sick. So I get it. I believe that notion as well. But the only thing is, you get sick from germs, not cold.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. That's
so. It's just because your hair's wet, like you don't have any germs on you. You catch a cold from germs. You don't catch a cold from just being cold.
I don't believe that. But okay.
I mean, you can still continue to sit and dry yourself off and make sure you're completely dry before going outside. That's perfectly fine.
How do you dry your hair?
Air.
I wrap my head up in a turban.
You don't have any hair.
My head is still wet and it's...
What? As a bald-headed man, why is your head still wet when you can literally go like this? Like,
it's probably...
There's nothing there to maintain moisture or wetness, like me with hair.
When you get out of the shower... So when I get out of the shower, I take hot showers, which I hear you're not supposed to take either. Well, I hear it's better to take colder, like lukewarm or cold, but I take hot showers. So it's hot. So when
But you also take a shower with the bathroom door shut.
I do. I close all doors.
Mine is open.
That's the kind they gonna get you. Whoever. When they come in, they gonna get you. I'm gonna hear them and I'm gonna be ready. Because
you gonna be naked.
I don't care
what
about
you got?
that.
What weapon you got?
There is lots of stuff in the bathroom.
What are you gonna use?
There is a plunger. There is a brush in there.
But so by the time you hear them, they're already in the bathroom. So how are you
hear them trying to get in because the door is locked?
You lock it too?
Yes, I lock. If I'm in a room, the door is locked. Absolutely. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Y'all are weird.
I'm not saying there's anything. I'm laughing because I didn't know this level of you. Like, I knew the door would be shut. Oh, you know what? Fine. You did lock me out that time.
I did not lock you out.
You did.
I just locked the door behind me. It's not personal. Because, like, I need to know. So, but my point is, I get out and it's hot, right?
Yes. So because your door's shut. Yes.
Right.
It's so steaming hot in here.
If I go from one room to the next,
that's cold.
Right. I'm still.
Yeah, because the temperature outside is not going to be the same temperature inside, and I think that's why
now you have eye stuff all over your eyes.
I do. I know. I was trying to avoid it. No, it felt like it's over here too.
No, it is now.
I can't get it.
There you got it.
There you go. That's why I have my door open because I don't want to have that of going from one room to the next and the temperature shifting like that so badly.
That's how people get you.
Okay, friend.
I'm just saying, when you hear about, oh my God, she was in the shower.
But you also have music blasting. So they're also they have a way to quietly get in. Okay, so now you got supersonic hearing.
No, I'm not saying that I have supersonic hearing, but if somebody's trying to, they're
not like what if I just like how many like spy movies, criminal action movies?
I'm just
because there's several ways to break in very quietly.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're in the house already, you ain't finna be like let me teeter into the bathroom or teeter. You're not quietly trying to go into the bathroom. You're gonna try to bust that bitch down. And that's fine.
Not if someone's in it. Like if I know that you're in there and I'm sneaking around to get in, I'm not gonna bust the door down. I mean, I could element of surprise. You ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
You might be right. But you know how many locks I got on that bathroom door either.
This is funny.
I think it's important to I don't know. It's
secure yourself.
Security.
Yes.
You got to be mindful of where you are and what could happen. So I was talking to my niece.
I can't stress myself out about everything that could happen.
Well, not everything, but I had called my niece today, and we were talking, and she was like, "Oh my God," she is on this thing of trying to get a car, and I'm like, if you haven't started to save,
I think you told me about that.
Yeah. So her thing today was, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of taking Ubers." I was like, okay. And I was like, well, you got to be careful in the Uber because, again, this is leading toward a conversation about a car and how she just wants us to buy her a car.
Yeah, I remember that.
So she said, yeah. I said, well, you got to be careful in the Ubers. She's like, I am. I said, do you share your location with anyone? She was like, yeah, my best friend, but she's never watching it. I said, well, we should share each other's location. And she was like, you're all the way in the DMV. And I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, if I know that you're doing something and I know that you ain't where you need to be, blah, blah, blah. So then my sister calls me. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, why? She was like, because you shared your location with me. And I was like, I turned my location on, but I don't know that okay. Like, I'm like, did I share it with everybody?
I didn't get no notification.
Okay.
Are y'all on some type of plan together?
Mm-mm. See, I changed it to share my location, but it only has my niece that says friends.
Are you in a group chat? Let me see.
I don't know.
I swear, you're in technology.
All that to say, share your location with your friends or people that you trust. I guess they would have to be your friends and or family for you to trust them. So anything new going on? How's life? It is cold, y'all.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know why your sister got it. Did you go to y'all text messages?
Mm-mm.
And see, maybe it's in there or something like that. Life is good. No complaints here. Work is amazing. I realized with joining the WFH people, work from home.
Oh, I was like, what?
I have maybe 2 pair of in-house sweatpants. One of them has a hole in them.
Where's the hole?
Mind your business.
No, because I think that there's a thing with, because my favorite sweats have holes in them too.
Mine just happened to, I don't know how my hole was there. I just discovered it one day. I didn't know it was
Where
there
is
before.
it?
Mind your business.
I hate when people talk about things and don't talk about them.
I said it has a hole in it, so the hole can be anywhere. It doesn't matter. It has a hole
but
in it.
But it makes a difference.
No, why does it make a difference?
Because you made mention of it. So it was significant enough to make a mention of it, but
because I'm going through my entire story.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is you made mention of
the story. The focus
if you let
is
me
not
finish,
the whole.
I can definitely
the focus
finish
is not
my
the
thought.
whole. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the fact that you made mention of it made it significant to the story. Whether it was really significant or not, you made it significant by mentioning that there was a hole. So now I'm inquiring about the hole.
I just wanted to paint the difference of my 2
Well, I want to know where I'm painting the hole.
Wherever you want it to be.
No, where is it?
Wherever you want it to be.
You're annoying. Go ahead.
How am I annoying?
Because that doesn't.
This is my story.
Exactly. But if you're not going to give the details, don't leave out what you don't want to talk about.
But the story has nothing to do with the hole in the sweat. Now
but
you're mentioning about it.
You mentioned the hole. So you brought that as an element, like it mattered. Now it doesn't matter, but I'm curious about where the hole is.
It only matters to tell the difference that there are 2 pairs of sweatpants and they're 2 different pairs of sweatpants.
So you differentiate them by the hole?
Yes.
Where's the hole?
I don't know.
Tell your story. This is going to be a short episode. Because you're annoying today.
Because the story is not about the sweatpants.
But you mentioned the hole.
If I was saying, hey, I got these 2 different sweatpants, one of them has a hole.
That's exactly what you said.
No. Joining the work from home crew, I realized that I have 2 pairs of sweatpants. One of them has a hole. And then also, where's the hole?
I didn't give all that. I just want to know where the hole is.
Let me go through my story.
Y'all want to know what the hole is too, but okay. Go ahead.
Wherever you want this hole to be in my sweatpants.
It's your sweatpants. You know where I have a favorite pair of sweatpants, and I have a hole in one pocket, on the right pocket. There's a huge hole. How it got there, I have no clue. And I think the other hole is a very small hole in the crotch. Don't know how that got there either, because they're huge, so it's not like I stretched them out. Okay. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
But go ahead with your story about work from the WFH crew. Is that what y'all call yourselves? Hashtag. We write that down. I guess I'm the GTW crew. GTIO. Go. Wait. G-I.
Get it together.
T-O. Go into the office crew. Go ahead.
That's too long. It doesn't even sound cute. Anywho. I don't even want to tell a fucking story.
And you don't want to, and you don't want to tell us about the hole.
What's been going on with you?
Well, I have these favorite pair of sweatpants of mine that have two holes in them. One is in the pocket, one is in the crotch. And I actually wear them typically after I've worked out, because I like to wear shorts when I work out. Do you wear pants when you work out?
No, I don't have. I have some compression pants, but I really don't put them on like that. I wear shorts.
Compression pants?
Yeah, like the tights.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know why. When you said pants, it made me.
I used to work out in the Adidas track pants, but then I stopped that too. I don't like working out in like pants. Like it feels funny.
Yeah, I like the compression. I guess I call them leggings or the tights. I like those with a pair of shorts over them and a t-shirt. I don't like anything too heavy.
Yeah,
unless it's cold outside, I will wear a sweatshirt.
I'll go to the gym in a sweatsuit and then change into my shorts like when I get there.
Yeah. But. Okay. So yeah. I don't even know. I was talking about the pants because I was stuck on the pants. The pants were a topic, but you fucked that up. So
sweatpants can be a whole topic for you one day if that's what you would like to do.
Well, we kind of did it here, but you kind of
we can literally sit down. We can talk about all our different sweatsuits, all our different sweatpants.
But you're not going to be as transparent about
maybe I will when it becomes a topic, but that wasn't the focus of my story, so I didn't want to focus on a whole.
Right now?
Attitude?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Just checking. No, that's all. I haven't been up to much. I'm working out a little bit more, trying to get my life together. That way, I've gone on a couple dates, had some decent times.
Where are you at in your cuffing season?
I'm done.
Oh,
I'm tired.
Oh, damn.
I'm tired.
Short season, huh?
Huh?
Short season.
Yeah, like I think that what happened for me was.
Did you make it to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I think that what happened, like, my feeling is people, I think we talked about this briefly before. People want to be chased. And some people, and I'm not saying the people that I've necessarily dealt with, but I think.
You want people to be chaseable?
I don't necessarily, I feel like if we're both interested, the chase should be equal, right?
Absolutely.
I'm not running you down.
We discussed that before.
Yeah, so I think that was some of my experience. Another piece of the experience was there were some people that were presenting one way and completely a different. It was like, oh yeah, I want to do this and I want to be that and da-da-da-da. But then when it came down to it, it was just a physical thing that they really wanted. Because you can't want to be with me at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like...
It's booty call.
But I'm older. I'm old. So I be asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Or if I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm probably like doing something like work or, you know what I mean? I'm out maybe, but I'm not, not that I wouldn't, but again, you can't just present what it is that you want. So that's why it kind of died really early for me. And it's okay.
Not at 3 a.m. Damn.
Yeah.
People ain't got work in the morning.
That's what I said. But there's been sometimes that I'm just an early bird. So
Maybe they work from home too.
Yeah, and it's convenient.
Very.
I don't. So
Go into the office.
Right. So I mean, it was
That's
fun.
a lot. Like, aside from like hooking up and everything like that, if I'm invited anywhere and I look at like when something is supposed to start, and then I also start calculating how long is it going to take me to get there, and then I calculate how long it's going to take for me to get home, and that determines how long I'm going to stay.
So my problem with that is anywhere I go, I don't know how to be late.
I do.
I don't.
I know how to.
The only time that I can show up somewhere, and half the time it's not even. So remember, we went to a function, and I don't know the time that it started, but literally I was like, okay, I don't like walking into functions where I'm going with someone without them, right? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm here, and then my friend comes after me. Now, I don't mind my friend being there, and I come after them.
Of course you don't.
But I don't like it the other way around. So, a lot of times, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go around when Ramont's going, knowing that
I'll be late.
Yeah. You'll let me know when you're leaving, and I know that you live further out.
Right.
But I'll still leave when you leave, so I'm there when you're there.
And you won't go in until I get
No,
there.
I will not. I'm weird. Not weird, but I just feel like
it depends on how far you are. Sometimes I'm like, okay, it all depends on what kind of place it is and everything like that we're going to. For me to be like, okay, I'm going in. Let me know when you get here so I can, come meet you or whatever the case may be.
Oh, I'm always gonna be mad. I remember this one time. I keep saying that. I don't like it.
What?
I remember this one time. I'm gonna have to get some new words in my vocabulary. Anyways, there was this one function that we went to. You was like, oh, it's here. And I was like, okay. And it wasn't. It was next door. And so I'm at somebody's door. Like, I'm at the door. And you were like, okay. And then you open the door and it was next door. So
I don't remember that.
Sitting in front of somebody's house. And of course, everybody. So the ring, I have an addiction. Not an addiction. But I stumbled upon a video on YouTube of people and their rings. And they like crazy stuff that has happened. And so I just be like, I'm going to be on somebody's ring one day. And they're going to be like, this mug was just at my door.
As long as you didn't do nothing.
I did.
You're just at the wrong house. I don't remember that.
It was...
This must have... How long
It was
ago
the day that... It was the function that you and the guy's brother were in the kitchen. And it was a whole... You were drinking that day. You were trying to make a watermelon something.
Oh! I wasn't trying. I made it. That's not there. I thought you knew what a house was. It wasn't your first time there.
It wasn't, but
you know me. Okay, got it. Okay. It wasn't the whole thing. I was drinking. I don't give a fuck, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. People love to try me.
They do. Can we? No, we ain't gonna talk about it today. They do. They do.
And I literally don't be doing shit. People don't believe it. I literally don't be doing shit.
Shaking it.
Oh, I'm shaking it? Oh, okay. I guess
Ooh, wait. Both of us might be shaking
it. It's I think it's on the table itself. Yeah. Something's on the table itself, so that's why. So Halloween passed, and we didn't realize that Halloween was happening when we dropped our last episode. So
Happy Halloween, belated.
So Halloween passed. And what did you do? What did you go as?
I went to a function. I went as my dream job. I was a Starbucks barista named Zach. I was gonna say Kyle. I knew it was a white name. I went as Zach. Yep. What did you go as?
I went as the mailman. But apparently he was also a character in Poetic Justice, and I had no idea because I never saw the movie.
That's right, lucky. Mm-hmm. I hate that you've never seen that.
I've never seen it. And D put it on one day. I felt like I wanted to. I said, "Oh, Poetic Justice," because I've recognized the character, so I know what it is. But I've never sat down and actually watched the movie.
How crazy! Like you not played. Well, you dressed up
because that wasn't. I didn't dress up as him. It was hey, you got a uniform?
I have this, right. I
let
get
me hold
it. But it's just ironic that you wore the costume.
As an iconic black character from iconic
Poetic
black movie,
Justice.
and had no
you
idea.
You played the character Justice before. How interesting. And I went as Zach. I don't know that people didn't get it. I think there was a couple people that were like, what are you? But as soon as I walked in, the one guy, he was like, I should have wore that.
We just got off of work.
Right. They're just here for the... Well, I had on a blonde wig because I like to have a little fun. A little razzle dazzle.
Do you like Halloween?
No, I'm not particularly.
Me either. Good.
I'm not like... If there was no function, I would have went anywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't like... Do you give out candy?
No one... That would have been that Monday. No one knocked on our door.
But did you have candy?
No.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Maybe they don't do it this year because of COVID. I don't know.
No, I mean, some people got... Yeah. Like, people brought their kids candy in. I'm like... I just don't like the idea of walking the streets. Even when I was a kid.
I didn't like it. Like, I had to put this costume on. Like, I don't want to fucking put this on.
Right.
Like, there's no meal that comes with Halloween, and there's no gifts. So it's just like...
The gift is candy for some people, but...
I didn't like candy. Right. I'm not a candy person.
I wasn't a candy kid either.
So I was just... Shocking.
Right.
I
love that now.
I was just like, so what is the purpose of... And like you said, like, it's cold outside. We got to walk door to door. Like...
Take me home.
And I didn't like scary movies. So I was just like,
I'm not a big scary movie
what the hell is this holiday? How did we get here?
So let me tell you this. What's interesting is I grew up in Washington State. We did trick-or-treating in the evening. When I went to Wisconsin, they do trick-or-treating in like the early afternoon. They do it earlier, like when it's still daylight outside.
Yeah, for safety reasons.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I just thought that was really weird. Did you have a favorite costume?
I was a white Power Ranger one year.
Oh. Did you watch 101?
Yeah.
The show with Kyla Pratt and Flex?
Uh-huh.
Remember the girl Spirit?
No.
Her best friend.
Okay.
The kind of crazy, not crazy, but she was kind of out there. Anyways, I stumbled upon her Instagram. I didn't know that she was a Power Ranger. I can't remember which one she was. Anyways, since you said it. My favorite costume I was a bubblegum machine one year.
Huh.
And I think I was a bubblegum machine because my mother was like, I ain't got nothing else. So she did a plastic bag, some colorful balloons, and she did this little bandana that had a 5-cent thing on it. I was young, but it was like my favorite. I actually want to redo it as an adult. Yeah, that was my favorite just because it was so creative. Like going out and all
creative.
Huh?
Yeah, your mother's very creative.
Yeah. I was like, a bubblegum machine? That's cool.
Yeah, I was my mom bought me the costume, had the little mask or whatever like that. But yeah.
How's your mom doing?
She's good.
Good.
I just bought her a pair of tennis shoes.
Ain't it weird how our parents, like, I feel like they don't, my mother, she's not a tennis shoe wearer.
How can I put this?
Because when you said it made me think that she doesn't really wear tennis shoes.
No, she wears tennis shoes. She has tennis shoes or whatever the case may be. I just bought them because every time she sees me with a pair of my Jordans, the ones, why didn't you get me a pair? So that's why I got them. I didn't get them because she don't wear tennis shoes.
Oh, okay.
It's weird because I bought them for myself first. I was like, oh yes, I wanted these.
Which ones are there?
I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
And when I got them, I sat down. I was just like, if she see me with these ones, she gonna ask me again, why didn't you get me a pair? These are cute. As soon as I did mine, I just called. I said, what is your shoe size? And her size was still available, so I went ahead and got them. But I was like, it was just one of those. And I said, they'll be here. Do you want me to bring them by? She's like, no, keep them till Christmas.
Why? Well, if it was a surprise to her, she wasn't in a rush to get them.
She know what they look like and everything. I had to send her a picture to make sure before I spend my money.
So when you buy things and you have to take them back, do you have is that a problem for you?
Buy things and have to take them back.
Like if you go to the store, you purchase something. Yeah.
Go to a store? Mm-hmm. Store? If I go in and now I gotta go back to the store, then yes. because now I got to take 2 trips. And I'm mad at myself because I should have realized this before I left. But if I order it, yes and no, because I know that when you order things, there's a chance that it may or may not fit type of situation. Sometimes I'll go through the rigmarole of, returning it. And other times I'll be like, I'll just like take it to the Salvation Army or something like that. Like it's not that big of a loss to me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I
don't like trying things on, so I don't mind returning things. But sometimes I'm like I have to be in the mood, which is really weird. If I'm dressed, like say I get dressed to go out for the day and I stumble upon a shopping trip, I 9 times out of 10 don't want to
stumble upon a shopping trip.
Sometimes you're out, like you're going out to eat or whatever, and you have a little more time. You have a little extra time, and so the mall's right there. You go to the mall. But I don't like to try.
I've never done that.
Really? I was meeting a buddy of mine for lunch in Virginia, and those are I'm loud. Those are the ones I wanted. I saw them at the Nike thingy today, but they were really, really small, so I assumed that they were just small size.
They're women's shoes.
Yeah. But no, I didn't know that. But
they came out on that app.
Yeah, that would be way too much. Way too big. I mean, they would be the same size. Anyway, so I went to the mall. And so what I realized, that's when I realized, I was like, I don't like trying things on when I'm dressed. But if I'm going to the mall with the intent to shop, I dress a little more comfortably.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay, I don't mind.
I wear a sweatsuit if I know that I'm going to here to try things on. But if I'm, I guess when I've never had a spontaneous moment at the mall. I usually go to the mall with an intent. Yeah. Gotcha. I'm going to here to buy something or whatever the case may be.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Sorry.
For what?
I don't know. It just sounds like the right thing to say. So okay. So with me saying sorry, okay, this is a random thing, but it's a fun fact, and people will probably like pay attention to like when they say sorry now. So listening to a podcast, I can't remember which one right now, and they were talking about like female empowerment and everything like that, and they say that, and I think it was like a comedian, and her line, it was kind of jokingly, but it was the truth. She was like, as a woman, we're just randomly apologizing for things all the time. And when she said it, of course she had like little jokes behind it, whatever like that, when women just randomly say, I'm sorry, when they literally didn't do anything wrong. And it just made me conscious of like listening to women like say, I'm sorry or apologize for something. And like, if you go to work tomorrow, just like talking to your coworker, just listen to when females say I'm sorry, and you'll start to hear that they say it like so often, frequently, and they don't do anything. They don't do anything wrong.
I'm thinking now because I feel like, and I'm not being funny, I work with some strong Black women, and I feel like one time we were having a conversation, and I said, "You're aggressive," and I got a whole spiel on how you do not call Black women aggressive, and I was just like, okay, like I didn't realize that was a trigger, at least for these women. You know what I'm saying? And it was a collective. It wasn't like they were attacking, but it was just very much like that's a word. So now I am going to be but because I say
it's a gas. I mean, I can see how it's a gaslighting word.
Yeah.
But don't take out of context. If I know you and I feel as if in this moment you're being aggressive, and I'm not trying to gaslight you,
right?
Like I'm legit,
and
just saying
that's
this.
what I'm saying,
right?
Yeah.
Like I'm legit saying this. Like I'm not against you, but whoa,
we're on the same team. The last time we talked, I had mentioned
the last time. So you're replacing the last time with this. So instead of saying nothing,
insert. We talked. I couldn't remember this quote. And the quote was, yes, okay. The more you rehearse something, the more it stays in your life. I can't remember who said it, though.
So what I got, the more I rehearse something, the more...
It becomes more, like, it becomes habitual. Just a thing. Like, the more...
repetition.
Yeah. It's like practice makes perfect. Remember, I was trying to say it was similar to practice makes perfect. I was trying to remember stuff that we said last time that we said we might get back to, or... Yeah, that was.
That's why you got your handy dandy notebook. You don't be writing shit down. You just be sitting here.
You are rude and disrespectful.
Yo, he wrote on 5 pages. Other than that, it's just a prop.
That is a lie. Look, it's like 7.
How many episodes since this book that came out?
But no, I wasn't always doing notes, and there's more than one episode on some of these pages because it was just notes. You're rude. Speaking about,
I even bought your notebook.
I have a couple notebooks. I like a good notebook. But that's kind of a segue into our topic because we're at that halfway mark ish.
What's our topic?
We're talking about perception versus reality.
Oh.
So your perception is that I've only written 5 pages, but the reality is I've written more than that one. And despite us having 50 some odd episodes, my pages don't represent that because I have more than one.
You didn't start this at episode 1, though. You had this book since episode 1? No. Ain't no way.
No. It really...
I don't think you put the episode numbers on there.
No, I did. Episode 10.
Oh. Damn. You had it since episode 10? Oh, there go episode 11. 13.
12. 13. 14. 14 again.
So we had 2
15,
14s? Or you just had to turn the page?
16, 17, 18. 18 some more. 19.
Was that 6? And 13?
Where?
Oh, that's the
So the
date.
dates.
Oh.
So maybe I got away from the episode. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
That was a really good episode.
Oh, fuckboy? Oh, yeah.
Fuckboyisms. We haven't spoken in a very long time.
You ain't spoke to him since the episode. I told you send him an edible arrangement or something. Let him know
We care.
He can come back. We got video.
He don't want to be seen.
He didn't even want to talk about it that episode.
He got to a point where anyways, go back to
perception
listen to
was-
the perception was he was a fuckboy, and the reality proved that he was.
No, the perception was that he wasn't.
His perception was that he wasn't.
And
My
and then we
perception
proved
was
and then we proved the reality
his
that
reality.
you are.
Yeah. Good episode.
Yeah, to talk to him about. Yeah, to talk him through some things.
But
did you feel as if we led him down that road to tell him that he's a fuckboy?
He felt that way.
Oh,
But no, I don't think
Okay.
so. I think that he told the story.
he did, and we just gave our input.
He gave us the facts, which turned into what? The reality. So his perception.
Oh, we need to bring the other person on. We also need part 2.
I
I wonder if they still talking.
You want me to call him and ask him? I'm gonna ask him tomorrow.
You should.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna text right now to set it up. Hey, how are you?
If he say who is this, just put your phone down.
I wish he would. He's the one of the few people I have his whole name in my phone for whatever reason. Hey, how are you? This is how I talk when I text.
Not segue. Sidebar. Do you want to tell the people how you tried to call me and do what I do when I call you and you failed?
When? Oh, wait, when I called you and I tried to jump right into the conversation, it's hard because I'm not that person. I tried to give you what you wanted, but I'm sorry.
And I never asked for it.
I know, but
You just tried
tried.
something new and it did
it
not
did not work. It didn't land. I didn't remember trying to go into it and I was like, hey, how are you? I think I went double back, right?
Probably. And I'm like, boy, what you want?
Just rude. He treats me so bad. Anyway, so perception versus reality.
Absolutely.
So, handy dandy definition. Perception is the way, perception is how a person understands something, and different people may have different perceptions for the same thing. Reality, on the other hand, is the truth and the actual existence of something. Perception may be controlled by external factors, but reality cannot be controlled by anyone or anything.
Period.
Episode over. Like,
no, because of how I typed up this episode within our notes itself is because someone told me that my real life experience was my perception.
wait, was I here? Was I around?
You weren't. I
Okay.
told you about it. I just text you like, this motherfucker. Like, how are you? Like, you're talking to me about my experience with something and say, well, that's your perception. No, bitch. That's my reality. I was there. I went through it. I lived through it. Like, that's not my perception.
I feel like I know what conversation you're talking about. No, but I think that it can be confusing depending on who you're talking to. So say we are in the same space, right? Mm-hmm. We're here right now. And you could say, I don't know.
No.
Because if we're in the same place and we witness the same thing, you're going to, like I said, you may perceive it differently than I do. But then who is telling the reality of the situation? Whose perception is reality?
If we both watch someone fall.
When people fall, I laugh.
You and I would give our perception of how that person fell depending on which angle we saw it from or how we're looking at it. But I can't tell that person how they fell. You know what I mean? Because they're the one that fell. Like, I can't tell you if you be like, oh, I fell because I tripped over my shoe. Like, oh, no, you didn't trip over your shoe. It was a rock right there that you fell over. Like, no, I tripped over my shoe. No, I'm trying to tell, motherfucker, how you going to tell me? I know what my 2 feet did. I know if it was a rock there or not.
Or a shoe, right?
You know what I mean? So I can't tell you what happened to you. Mm-hmm. I can only tell you
what you perceived of said situation. I get that.
I mean, going off of the definition, like perception, other people's point of view. Like, that's how I think of a perception. Right. Outside looking in.
But at the same time, I think, again, same scenario. You see someone fall, and from your vantage point, mm-hmm. you see that it looks like they tripped over a shoe or their shoe. Now, if that's what you saw, that is your reality.
Is it?
In my opinion, it is.
It's my reality of viewing this person fall, but it's not my reality to tell this person how they fell.
No,
it's two different. It's two different realities. That's how it's two different realities.
I got you. I can go with that. Now, if you're telling me the story,
right,
then that's your reality because that's again from your vantage point. Like from mine, you could have seen it from the back and I saw it from the front, and we have two different.
Like if we see two people fighting, I'm gonna give you my point of view, my perspective of how I thought it went down, but the people that were fighting, they're going to tell you from their
perspective because.
But it's also their reality because they were the ones that were actually fighting.
Some people, that's a bad.
That's a bad scenario.
That's a bad example. Because some people are like, no, I beat that. No, you didn't. You got.
Well, it depends on what they define as beating someone's ass. I mean,
perception versus reality. If we're watching a fight, and there is one person clearly winning the fight, right? If that putting more damage on the other one than the other one putting on them.
And then the one that had more damage was like, nah, I
won.
Okay, delusion is part of their reality. And you gotta let them be great.
But delusion doesn't equal reality. That might be another topic for another day because I don't think delusion and reality go hand in hand.
But that's their reality. That is their story to tell.
Again, their perspective versus reality. I don't know. That's weird. That would be interesting. I wonder how that.
All I know is you're not going to argue with me about shit that I've been through and tell me that's my perception.
Well, I also feel like there's some people that won't let you argue with them about their perception because it is their reality. Like anything, if I see something and like the Halloween function we went to, if I said, "Well, my costume was better because I saw everything else that everyone wore." It was cool, but I feel like I had the best costume. Mm-hmm.
That's your reality.
That's my reality.
That's your reality.
My perception.
Yeah,
right.
That goes because when it's in first person, like that's I can do. That's my reality. That's my perception because this is me. I'm talking about me. But if I'm talking about someone else and what they went through, like if you said, no, this person costume was the best, I believe it was the best. That's your perception of that particular person. But if that person says, no, my costume was not the best, I don't know what he's talking about. I just threw this on, but it's not all that to me. And in their reality, they just threw something on and just said, okay, I'm going to this party.
That might be a bad example because I don't think that because if I think that you have the best costume and you tell me no, I don't, that doesn't make my opinion or my perception.
No. It's still your perception. It's your reality.
But the
it's
person
not
doesn't
theirs.
agree.
Yeah, it's not their reality. Like it's theirs. Like if they feel as if no, it's not that cute. Like thank you, but to me, it's not that. This is me. This is my stuff, sir. This is not cute to me. You may like it and that's fine, but to me, it's just not. It's not cute.
I think that's a weird one. But I hear you.
I mean, it's always going to be weird in like two different points of view. Like it's always two sides, and then there's the truth. Like, and you just gotta
figure out where it meets in the middle.
Right. But
I'm a bear on the side of I feel like one's perception is their reality, regardless of what that looks like.
If you found out a friend was in an abusive relationship after it had ended, so prior to that, the entire time they would come, you would see them hang out, lovey-dovey, and everything like that. You liked the boyfriend or whatever the case may be, whomever that they were dating. They were nice, kind. You never thought anything of them. They had a good job. They took care of your friend. You never heard anything bad. And then your friend tells you they were beating my ass two to three times a week. And you were just like, not them. No, they wasn't. Every time I seen him, he was nice, kind. He did things. Y'all had a lovely party at your house. I seen it. If he was beating, you would have been told me, friend. You didn't tell me, so I don't believe you. And then your friend's like, no, he was. Like, no, he wasn't. So your perception of their relationship is that it was picture perfect, that everything was going on. But the reality for your friend is this nigga was beating me. You can't tell your friend, no, friend, that's your perspective about what was going on. No, bitch, like.
No, but I think I would not defend, but I think that
Savannah, that's a good man.
Right. I think that if I only know what I know of the relationship.
Perspective.
Right. So my perception of what it is my reality. Now, if somebody tells me that, I'm going to be like, oh, wow, okay. But I mean, what do you want?
I mean, people do that. Like, no, they wasn't. Like, if it was happening, they were like, why it take you so long to tell me?
Right. I agree with that. So then, what do you do? If I go to you and I say somebody been beating on me, you're like, no, I don't see this. I don't see it. So what? Well, not what would you do? What would I do? What would I?
Are you talking to yourself? I'm gonna be over here. Tag me in when you're ready.
Okay, it's your turn. If you were going through something and then you shared it and somebody was like, "No," like
that was your perception.
Then how do you navigate that? Or
I would. I would choose not to, like, further engage with that particular person.
But can you be like still? Because I'm assuming if you're sharing something like that, this is a very.
I'm not going to further engage with you about the matter because clearly, like, I'm telling you something and I'm telling you something this deep. I wouldn't just make this up in a sense. Especially if you know me type of situation. And also, if you weren't there, you can't tell a person what did and what did not happen. You only saw what we allowed you to see.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can't, if I tell you, yes, this is what happened, honestly, take it with a grain of salt that you took it with of how you perceived our relationship to be and go with that.
I agree.
But I'm no longer going to engage or have this conversation with you.
I get it. I mean, I guess that makes the most sense because I'm not going to go back and forth with somebody about something that I've been through.
Exactly.
And you're going to tell me, oh, okay, well, go and be great. Go be friends with that abuser.
So if you saw a bitch get her ass beat and she say, no, I won, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Because if you feel like you won, then it's something else going on. And I don't want to have this conversation. They probably did knock your ass a little loose.
That shit got beat into delusion.
And I'm not finna argue with you. You probably got a concussion and you don't even know it.
You're going to try to fight me. And
right.
The thing is, I fight back. So, okay. Well, again, I think that my bottom line is one's perception is their reality. I'm not arguing much about anything, especially if I know that it's my opinion. I'm okay with my opinion. And if it's wrong, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with my opinion being wrong because, again, it's coming from wherever, like, if I've seen something or how I feel about something. Now, if you're telling me, oh, no, that's not what it is, I'm going to listen and I'm going to take into account what you're saying. And if it makes sense, okay, you may be able to sway my opinion. But if not, I'm going to stand in what I believe, and that's going to be that.
I'm going to tell my side of the story. You can take it or you want, or you don't.
Yeah, I guess.
I ain't got time to convince you.
You know what I've learned in life?
I mean, and honestly, it's certain parts within the conversation you can know if a person is either believing what you're saying or their mind is already made up with where they stand. And I ain't got,
And you know, I tend to think that people have their minds made up, and so I'm not even interested in engaging much. Once I don't know. I'm in this space now. I don't know if I said this on the podcast or if I was telling somebody, but I'm not in the space of explaining much of anything anymore.
Absolutely.
Like, it is just what it is.
I ain't clearing up shit.
You want to come? No, I don't. And that's it.
I ain't clearing up
like
no
sometimes
rumor.
I'd be like, no, I'll be like, no. That's it. I don't feel like explaining because then people try to convince you about it. I don't.
Do you intentionally not respond to messages because you feel as if like you don't owe an explanation or something like that?
No. I will just. Do you?
It depends on how petty I want to be.
Yeah,
Like if I know it's going to piss you off for me not to respond, I won't do it.
Now I will start and I'll be like, okay, hold on.
No.
And then I'll respond with what I feel appropriate. And typically it's a lot less. And sometimes I'll anticipate this is going to drive them to come back. And sometimes they will not even come back. And then there's sometimes where people want to, well, why? And I don't owe you a reason. If I want to do something, I want to do it. I'm okay with that. Like, I think for a long time, I was like, oh, I was kind of a people pleaser. So I would be like, I can't do it because of da-da-da-da-da-da. And then, well, what about if you do it or we can do it? And I'd be like, okay, I should have just said no because I don't want to do it. So I was giving excuses sometimes. Sometimes it was reasons. But then if you put me in a space of, let me work around what you got going on because I want you to do X, Y, or Z, then I'm like, I'm stuck. So now I just be like, no. Yes. Maybe. My maybes don't mean no's. Do your maybes mean no?
Yes.
Oh, my maybes are legit maybes.
And I ain't telling all my secrets. Never mind.
Not the secret.
I'm going to shut up. But somebody be like, that's what he said to me.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. I think that people have a warped sense of entitlement sometimes to other people.
Or their perception of you or things that you'll do for them.
Right. Now that is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that some people perceive, not me, and not speaking for self, just in general, some people perceive their relationships with people to be much more than.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
People perceived us to be best friends, and now we gotta be best friends.
We are best friends.
Now.
I really thought we were friends.
We've always been friends.
I feel like
we played a game. Who was Reese's best friends? And my name wasn't up. Well, my name wasn't up there, but it wasn't the right answer. So that's how. Like, so I knew it wasn't me. But everybody's perception that we are best friends, we were just like, okay, we're gonna be best friends. So are we clout chasing?
No, we're
Are we making everybody's perception of reality?
We're making their perception of us.
We're being people pleasers.
We're people pleasers. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Because I don't think.
What if we stop being friends?
What then?
Their feelings would be hurt.
Maybe.
Oh my God! We would let them down.
Well,
shit.
They did it.
Oh, true.
They did it to themselves.
They did it.
They
to
created
themselves. And that's what we're going to tell them. You did this to yourself.
You created this false narrative.
Okay.
We just went with it.
Did.
Who's your best friend, Ramont? You didn't know.
What's your best friend?
Like the nerve. Like, why would you ask me who it is? You don't know. That is true though. I think that, but as many times as I would say,
we gotta do a best friend thing,
right? But as many times as I would say, oh, Ramont's not my best friend.
They don't care.
People,
know what? No one's ever asked me that.
Nobody's asked me. They tell me.
Oh, no one's ever told me that. People don't talk to me. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, like if I'm out there, be like, "Where's your best friend?"
No one has ever said.
Look, in Texas.
Vermont with
Vermont's in Texas? No, Vermont's at home. Oh, well, that's your. Okay, that's my best friend. And then I think that a lot of why I stopped like saying, "Oh, that's not my best friend," is because it comes across like. Because then people will be like, well, do y'all just work together? And
yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
That's my coworker. Shout out to him.
I'm your best friend now.
That's my coworker. And I don't hang with coworkers. I don't hang with coworkers. And the only time y'all see his pictures is because it's a work event.
Promo.
We're there to take pictures together for the podcast.
And that is it.
We don't even talk.
Exactly. Because he don't talk to nobody and I talk to everybody.
We actually get two different sections whenever we go out.
Absolutely. So there's that, people. No, I'm kidding.
And the people you see us with are for hire.
Oh yeah. Well, look. I saw something like that today. What was I looking at?
I feel like all the social media influencers do it, so why can't we? But I ain't paying my friends. I ain't paying them shit.
I ain't paying nobody for nothing.
Not to hang out with me.
I'm fun, and I have fun by myself.
But people have asked, where they actually just say your name. They was like,
That's interesting.
They just say, "Where's Reese?"
You know how many people I don't know? Like, that sounds so bad. I didn't catch myself. But I'm not good with names. I'm good with situations. I know faces. If you tell me,
I know a situation.
True. Like when there has been plenty of times that we'll be like, oh, da 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 da, and they'll be like, oh, it's so and so, and I'll be like, who is that? Y'all be like, oh, it's this person. Oh, okay. I am horrible with names.
Like in order for me to remember you, like it has to be like a moment or something like that. Like, oh boy, I was arguing with when I wanted to make my watermelon margarita, and he won't speak to me no more. Rude. Sat down and had a whole conversation, apologizing and everything. We like
made you a plate and everything, and the next time y'all saw each other, it was crickets. But he spoke to me, and I was like,
he spoke to both of y'all. Ain't say shit to me. Just looked at me.
A couple of times. I said, oh. I don't really think that I didn't think that people really knew me like that. Because, I mean, I do talk to people, but I don't think that I'm like.
You be having some good conversations.
I do sometimes. And then other times I'll be like.
But it's this one person that I speak to every time I see him, and I can't tell you his name. I don't think I've ever gotten his name, but I know his face like every time I see him. And we will sit there and have conversation, and I could not tell you his name.
The guy at the store today, I have seen him before.
Which one?
I don't know his name.
No, I'm saying what guy? The one that hug O?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen him before, and he was like, hey, so do y'all got this size? Because I don't know. I didn't know if it was a hey, like, what's going on? Because I know we've seen each other.
Hi, can I help you today?
Right. So I went with help. Nice guy, though. He was a very nice guy.
We won't work there.
Right.
No, we're not.
You said we're going to work there? Oh, no. No. We could even do the Uber Eats.
We have not done it. Don't say we couldn't even. We haven't even given it a chance yet. We haven't done it yet.
I have a whole different car. I have to do a whole different registration. I'm not doing all that.
Wait, you got to do all that?
Yeah, they basically were like, I think when my insurance,
Yeah,
when my
keep track of your insurance
ended,
and stuff.
it was like, you need to, and I was like,
Damn,
I mean, we can
friend.
still do it. I feel like we can still do it. I think we can still do it.
When you get back into the mode of let me update this shit, but right now they don't
When you let me know that you're available, because you be booked and busy. Do you think it's a thing? I was watching something. I would think it was on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Shout out to them. They said something about in today's culture, like we've made being booked and busy a thing. And so now people are like, I perceived it. My perception of their conversation was now people are so busy they don't really have time to take care of self and or family if they have them or whatnot, because they're so booked and busy, because that's a thing.
Absolutely not.
I think so. Actually, I think that being booked has become a thing.
Yeah, being booked has
Like, what are you doing? Oh,
become-
I'm booked. I'm busy. I can't. Okay, Sean, calm down.
Girl, I got one event. Like, yes, being booked and busy is a thing if you're on your grind, you're on your hustle type of thing. Like, I get it and I understand and I can see your point of view with like missing out on family and taking time for self and everything like that. However, on the flip side, I believe people make time to do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. I can say I'm busy and I'm sitting there clipping my toenails, eating donuts. Like,
But that's not busy.
I'm taking care of self.
No, I'm saying that's not busy.
I'm busy.
That's busy.
I'm busy.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm booked and busy, but I ain't got to tell you what my booked and busy is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, my point. I ain't got to give you too much information. I'm busy.
I'm busy.
What do you like? And I don't to me. Don't ask me
It
too
could
much
be my
after
day that I'm going to lay here and take naps all day. I'm going to wake up, probably feed myself at a certain point in time, but I'm going to take a nap and I'm busy. And no, I ain't coming out. And no, I ain't doing this. But I am
Did
busy.
you say feed myself?
Yes, feed myself. You ever argue with yourself about what you're going to eat? Because don't nothing sound good.
I feel like people just say I eat. I'm gonna go eat.
No, if
You
it's a
said
day,
I'm gonna feed myself.
if it's a day to myself, I'm gonna feed myself because me and myself gonna argue about what we want to eat. Because if I don't want to leave the house, it's like, okay, let me order Uber Eats, and then I'm looking at the app, and then I'm like, bitch, these prices too high. I might as well leave the fucking house. I'm like, no, I don't want to leave the house. And then some time then passed, and I still haven't eaten because I've been arguing with myself about this shit. And then it's like, okay, so what's in here? And then it's like, I really don't want nothing that's in here. So, yes, I feed myself because me and myself had to go through it. And one of us had to come to either you going to do this delivery that is overpriced like shit. It's going to take me $30 to get the food that I want, where I can just get in my car and drive 5 minutes and pay at least half of that for the food that I want. So, yes.
All right.
You don't go through that? It's just me?
I feel like that's the thing that you kind of grew into as an only child. All the talking to yourself and stuff. I mean, I will talk to myself, but not to that point. Like, I'm not going to argue about what I want to eat.
Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm just saying I think that's a thing that I don't understand.
You want to call me a name?
No.
You want to label me or something?
An only child. That's it. Okay. That's reality. It's not my perception. It's the reality. It's the reality of the situation.
It is your perception because I'm not the only child.
You are your mother's only child.
But I'm not the only child. I'm my mother's only child.
Okay, that's what we were talking about. Don't do that. Don't try. That was cute. You're not the only child. There's 50,000 children in America.
Okay, and I also have 4 other brothers.
That belong to who?
My father.
Exactly.
But I talk to them.
I don't care about you talking to them. You're your mother's only child.
But you said
you grew up with you. Did
talking
you grow
to
up
myself.
with your daddy?
That's because it focus on this bitch. This bitch.
That was not nice. That was not nice. I'm so sorry.
I can't talk to you no more.
We're gonna wrap this up.
I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why I'm growing up. Give up.
was nasty.
Shout out to therapy because I ain't triggered no more and I won't cry.
Look, I'll cry for you.
Where did that come? Wow. Is that how you feel? Wait till my mother hear this one. I'm going to make sure she listen. Ma, listen. Don't even listen to the whole episode. Just go to the end. Wow. A great way to
That was horrible.
Great way to end the show, friend. Wow.
Okay, let me run these questions real quick.
Oh, you got my 5 questions?
I have your 5 questions.
I feel like has it always been 5?
I don't know. I would go through this every time.
Because I always feel like it's been 3.
No, it never was
5.
3.
Okay.
It's always 5. Because our first one was the Tamia or Tony, right?
It had something to do with Tamia, but yeah.
Yeah, and then it was 5. Because I asked you Tamia or Tony, most bought item from Starbucks, least favorite color, favorite restaurant, and your dream destination. So today, your first question is your favorite Starbucks flavor. Starburst.
Starburst.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right. It was a star in there.
I'm like, what?
I'm sleeping.
The pink one.
Okay. Notice I said flavor and you gave me a color. Anyway.
It has a flavor? What's the flavor?
I think pink is...
Is it strawberry?
No, I think it's... I don't want to lie. I feel like it's a lemonade. What flavor?
That is not no damn lemonade. It's too sweet. There's no sour in it.
Hold on. What flavor is the pink lemonade? What flavor is the pink Starburst? No. Oh, it's strawberry.
Huh, okay.
That's interesting.
I never knew their flavors. I just knew the colors.
It was a trick question.
Okay.
Number 2, what is your favorite article of clothing? Like, in general. Like pants, shirt, drawers, t-shirt.
A white t-shirt. What now? What?
We've seen you in that a lot, so it makes sense. What is one...
It's so simple.
It's very easy. What is one topic that you wouldn't be comfortable talking about on the podcast?
Oh, but you should have prepared me for that one.
Sorry. Well, these aren't prepared questions.
One topic I would not be comfortable talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I won't know until it happens.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
Well, I won't. We don't know.
I'm saying, it won't be... y'all, I'll tell you.
Oh, like if you...
Like, I won't be able... They won't
like
know
if you say Ramont this all one time, but like, I don't feel comfortable.
No. So I'm gonna be like, okay. Okay, what is the worst, in your opinion, worst part?
Hold on, wait. Before we go... I think that we would even talk about it because then I would have to talk about why I don't feel comfortable talking about it. So I don't think so. Because I probably would want to talk about why I don't feel comfortable talking about it. So we talking about it.
Okay. What? I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. What is the worst part of social media in your opinion?
Why are you laughing?
Because I thought of a topic and I'm just like, but we said we were going to talk about it. So I was...
What's the topic? What?
Your father.
Let you tell I ain't grow up with my daddy.
Did you? Oh, wait, he was... Okay. See, I feel like it wouldn't be the top. You wouldn't want to talk about it. But go ahead. What's the worst part of social media? In your opinion.
There is... How can I put it? Everything is... everything is taken literally. So there is no... Like, there's no humor anymore in a sense. 2, you start to see... I mean, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but some opinions should have really been kept to oneself. And people probably say that about me too. But...
You think so? I don't think you.
It all depends on what the topic is. But it'd be sometimes I'm like, ooh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I have very unpopular opinions sometimes.
And then I just feel as if everyone creates this persona online. And I'll say shout out to influencers and everything like that, because there are just certain things, not so much certain things, but I commend the time and effort they put into delivering particular content. Mm-hmm. And it's certain things, and it's either doing a reel, doing like, particular dances, or like switching the screens and everything. Shout out to you, because I don't have the time, and I'll be like, oh, I want to learn this. And by the time I sit down and try to figure out how the fuck they did something, the time didn't pass. It took me forever to do a reel one time, and I was just like, bitch, I'm over this shit. Fuck it. And then I think it's like one person, like, it's like a dog, and like she's at work or whatever. It's like when your coworker is this, and the dog like has like these cute outfit, glasses, and she's typing at a computer. Shout out to the person that has the time to sit the dog there, get them dressed, and film all this, and then edit it, and then post the shit. Like, it's like, wow, like. And I understand, like, for some people, like, this is like their full-time job. Like, this is what they do. Like, it's more than, us doing a podcast, or people that are just.
I think it's equal. But go ahead. How did we get here? I'm sorry. I asked you what you don't like about social media.
Yeah, that's what I don't. I started off with what I don't like.
Okay. And you segued into what you do like.
I just said shout out to them.
Oh, shout out to giving them their props.
Because I said it's something, but because of the amount of fake stuff and people putting on that persona, or as they say, stunting from the gram or whatever like that, like, I just could not do that. Like, I have no reason to lie on my Instagram either for like to keep up numbers or whatever like that. Like, you see, one, I'm not even on Instagram right now. Two, you saw how far apart my photos were.
Did you announce it to the people?
No.
Is this your announcement?
Can be, if anyone cares.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't even matter to me.
I didn't know if you posted a message.
I'll be back. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I'm dramatic, so it was.
I'm just not here. Can I get my last question?
Oh, damn, you had one more?
It's 5.
My bad.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to make sure you get all your thoughts out.
I think so.
What?
Oh, you memorized it.
Food are you craving right now? Like, not right in this moment, but like, what is something that you're like?
Can it be a meal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, I know that where I have dinner reservations at coming up soon. So That's my craving, because I haven't been there in a long time. So it's kind of like I know what I want to order, and that go for like appetizers, entree. I don't do dessert, and what my drink orders are going to be.
I hate that you don't do dessert. I hate that you don't enjoy that experience.
I didn't know it was an experience.
Oh my gosh. Eating is an experience. I love to eat.
We know.
I love it.
But dessert, I mean, well, I'm not a sweet person. Mm-hmm. Unless it's a cookie. If they bring me out a cookie, I'm fine. But it's always like a cake or some shit. Yeah, I don't want a fucking cake. I don't want a fucking cake. I mean, I like cake. I like red velvet.
Do you?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. Okay.
I told you.
That's number 6. Question and answer. Yeah, I'm not I like red velvet, but it has to be like, I think that there is very mediocre red velvets, and I've had like 1 or 2 really good.
Mr. Bakes are good.
Yeah, his are really good. His sweet potato, oh my God.
But you can't buy me a whole cake. You already know that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
But I like red velvet. If somebody like, oh, I got red velvet cake. Oh, give me a slice.
Do you like red velvet cookies?
I've
had a red velvet cookie, and it was really good. I don't know where I don't remember
if I don't think I've had one. I like red velvet.
We spoke briefly about, and then I'm gonna go because I'm cold. Unpopular opinions.
You got another one for me?
Opinions? No, I just want to share one of mine. I realized today.
Yeah, I said you got another one for me.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant was I gonna ask you another question? My unpopular opinion. I like the baby. I think he's a cool rapper.
Let's go.
Good night. Thanks for joining us for another episode of A Little R&R. We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Peace, guys. Hey guys, it's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Check us out at A Little R&R Podcast.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all your podcast streaming services.